At first glance, a river appears to have no order to its motion. But when you study it long enough, watery shapes with consistent patterns emerge. And in that tangle of current, a route leads safely through the rapids. As kayakers, we just have to find it. Army veteran Russell Davies and Marine vet Howell have never been down this stretch of river. For Navy veteran Lonnie Bedwell, this is his third trip down the canyon. Over the span of 14 days, our Colorado River trip will take us 226 miles through Grand Canyon National Park. The river drops into more than 80 powerful rapids with huge holes and massive waves. Near the end, and always roaring downstream, is one of the Colorado River's biggest and most powerful rapids. Lava Falls.
The day I was shot was May the 4th of 1997. I had this aura around me, this presence around me that just started overwhelming me. The birds went silent. I literally started to crouch down and reach up and cover my eyes when I heard the boom. My friend and I were out turkey hunting. I was instantly blinded when he accidentally shot me in the face. I distinctly remember lying on the couch thinking to my daughters, how am I ever going to be daddy? How am I going to do anything? That day, I had to decide to get off the couch or stay on it. In 2013, I became the first blind person to kayak the Colorado River through the Grand Canyon. Instead of using eyesight to navigate my path, I used sound.
Lonnie needs somebody in front of him to guide him. So that's the job of myself and Russell Davies on this trip. We look at the rapids, analyze where we need to go, and then we have to figure out how do we get Lonnie there.
The thrill and the rush of it is something that is ingrained in us from being soldiers or being in the military, and you want to keep exploring. In Afghanistan, I was the point vehicle, and I saw 3 prongs sticking out of the road, and I couldn't say it quick enough. The vehicle that I was riding in hit an IED. I just remember stars and just trying to figure out if everybody was all right. In some way or another, war has changed everyone. Those types of memories will always be there. The river's your battlefield. You have your route and how you want to approach it, but just like in combat, it can have you scrambling and offline and holding on to everything you can. It teaches you that chaos happens and you got to work with it and you got to work through it, but ultimately, it just helps you let go.
All right, Lonnie. We're coming up to the key a little bit Move me, on me, on me. There you go, keep coming, straight up. Oh, yeah!
We got a little tossed up in there, but yeah, everybody came out. Good little wake-up call for what's ahead.
The day I lose anxiety for lava is the day I need to quit running it. Remember the sound and the power of it, the massive V wave and the rocks on the right.
Yesterday I kind of looked away for one split second and he kind of got a little offline, which put him right in the hole. And today I'm just going to be a lot more spot on with how I choose to go about guiding him down.
I'm not concerned about Lonnie's abilities and his skills. I'm concerned with my own skills and abilities. It really weighs on me getting him to where he needs to be. It was April 22nd, 2010. My team was going to set out and provide overwatch for infantry squad. Our team stopped, everyone stood up, started to patrol out. I took like 2 steps and just stepped on the IED. I was 6 weeks in a hospital bed. I would drift back and think about what had just occurred, you know, why me? It was during those 6 weeks that I had to collect my thoughts and really think about how I wanted to move forward with my new life. I was sitting around my barracks room and I got a knock on my door. It was a Marine who was in the injured Marine unit there, and he asked me if I wanted to go boating. And he introduced me to this organization that he had been part of called Team River Runner. There was no device at that time for me to stay in the kayak. I couldn't hold on to a paddle. It was going to a garage, coming up with ideas, making a one-off product, going to the river and testing it out. When I'm on the river, when I'm strapped to my kayak, when I've got my spray skirt on, I forget about the fact that I'm an amputee.
You hear the roar coming well before you get there. I like to say you hear the music singing.
We can have somebody on river right and send somebody river left in a matter of seconds. And if you can't see what's coming, you know, it's gonna catch you off guard. The whitewater and those rapids are definitely bringing us together.
Stout line looked just like the other runs as far as I could tell, so they said we could do it, let's run it.
I like to look at other people in my life who are pushing the boundaries and trying to not settle for that status quo. And I see Lonnie as one of those guys.
People ask me a lot, how do you trust the people to do this? Coming from the background I know you came from, I have no problem. Whether you're in front of me or behind me, you've got my six. From on the river, guide me, from right here, it's like, these guys are giving me all they got, and hope that you guys think that I'm giving you my best too.
I've never been an outgoing person, and that hasn't changed post-injury. Maybe it's magnified even a bit more, you know? I really do keep to myself. I had spent 3 years in the Marine Corps training to do my job. I had my mind ready for it and was excited to do it, and got sidelined right away.
Maybe a little closer even, yeah.
No action for me. The first time I was out of the gate, I got injured.
There's no guidelines, you know, there's no system to be able to flush those things from your memory. I got involved in alcohol as an escape. You're searching for jobs, you're in school with all these kids that haven't been where you've been, and you're not fitting in. You can find yourself, you know, so troubled over the fact that you might have PTSD to where you hold yourself back. It almost becomes your crutch. I don't think that a disorder is the best way that I would put it. Just because you've been in those situations doesn't necessarily mean that you can't move forward and progress and build a life past that.
I couldn't pass the blame. I could be angry and upset about it, but ultimately, I had to take responsibility and move forward with it. I don't have a lot of room in my life for pity.
So if we can learn to control our minds instead of letting our minds control us. And I think back of how foolish I was to sit on that couch and cry. I was not a man, I was not a father, I was worthless. How wrong I was. They say that hole, you know, on top, that ledge hole, you could put 2 Greyhound buses in it. They say it's that big. Stay left of the boils, right of the ledge hole, then work left to get in the V wave.
Any type of issues that you're having in life, you left them all behind as soon as you snapped your spray skirt on and you're headed downstream.
Everybody has a lava. Something they have to attempt to conquer so they can move forward in their life. When you're dropping into something like lava, the comfort of knowing they're there. These guys, why they do it for me, I don't know. I don't know. But I'm so freaking grateful.
Yeah, brother. Finding that type of brotherhood was huge for me. If it wasn't for finding kayaking in the community that surrounds it, you know, I don't even know where I would be right now. It pointed me in such a positive direction that I lost myself in it.
If there's one thing in life I'm totally addicted to, it's kayaking. I hope that passion never goes away.
Of all the sacrifices these young men and women have made for me, not just our country, but for me, I owe them my best. And every paddle stroke I make will be an attempt to pay them back for everything they've done for me.
Beyond the thrill and pure enjoyment of kayaking is a wrestling match with a moving force. It is bigger and stronger than us, and there is no sense in fighting it. The beauty in life is finding lines through the chaos. Finding those lines is as simple as kicking out into the current and making the choice to move downriver.